Hi guys, it's Negla. I'm here with a new video for the month of October 2018 for Twin Flames and Divine Partners. And this video will also help anyone on a conscious ascension journey that would like to understand the current energies within the collective. I wanted to start my video as usual with thanking everyone who has shared and liked and subscribed to my channel and sent me their comments on my video. This is really a blessing that you guys send me when you share with me all these beautiful stories. And I know it takes me a little bit of time to respond to all of you, but I do read all the comments and I try to respond as soon as I can. I wanted to really start this video by what has been happening in the month of September. As you know from my last video, the month of September came with so many events for our divine masculine and our divine feminine energies. Again, when I'm going to be talking about these energies, it's not going to be gender specific, but it's also going to be a representation of these energies within each and every one of us, not just about a specific person that you know or individual that you know. So September represented a lot of endings for us, a lot of abrupt endings, a lot of phases and cycles that we were going through, and chapters that had to end and new chapters that needed to start. So we were going through these dynamic times where we are letting go of the old because we are getting ready for a new chapter. And the month of October is starting really with some interesting things. We're starting with today's on October 8th, so I'm doing this video. This is a new moon starting in the sign of Libra, and also Venus just went retrograde as well in the sign of Scorpio. So without really talking a lot about the astrology of this, but we are all feeling this intense time in the month of October. The month of October is a number 10, and 10 is a representation of finalization of things. It's like, you know, as much as the number 9, which is the month of September, it brought in the events and the domino effects of things ending. The month of October is going to be a month about some major things that are ending, and really it's the finalization of some hard work that we've been going throughout the whole year. This has been a very dynamic year for many of us, and it's like with each month we are exploring new venues of who we are and really opening ourselves up to things that we have never seen within, you know, or we thought that we have seen within us. So get ready, because the month of October is going to be another amazing month where we're going to see the glimpse of the new beginnings that we've been working really hard on. Again, with new beginnings and with new things coming into our lives, new events, it's not about an expectation that you really want to have specifically in your mind, because we tend to limit ourselves with those expectations. But I feel we're going to understand what our new beginnings would really mean for us. Venus retrograde has it's going to have a really interesting effect on our relationships, and especially we're under the sign of Libra. Also, we're under this sign of the balance, the sign of love, and Libra itself is you know, affected and really controlled by the planet Venus. So of course, people who are under the sign of Libra, you know, of course there are multiple things that can go with that, but also we're going to understand many things about what really brings us a lot of balance in our lives. Venus is going to represent for us the harmony, the idea of what really brings love into our hearts when it comes to relationships. So we're going to be, since we're going to be in that retrograde motion of Venus, it means that it's going to revisit things and review things that are connecting with that planet Venus, and it's going to be in the sign of Scorpio. So that we are going to really visit our current relationships with people who are around us, even if we're in a karmic relationships, if we're in a soulmate relationship or a twin flame connection or a union energy. We're going to really explore all these different aspects of our lives, and we're going to really take a deeper dive into relationships, and that's going to be the real theme of the month of October. With relationships also, we're going to understand and explore relationships when it comes to partnerships, such as our work connections. It could be our connection to the world, our connection to our life purpose or our mission. So we're going to explore ideas relating to partnerships and the balance that we need, and the balance that we have or don't have into these partnerships. So get ready, because Venus is going to really put us in a situation where we're going to be purging a lot of our emotions that are becoming unworthy of our new chapters. And as much as we're going to be purging these emotions, we're also going to be emptying space for a new energy to come in after, especially after Venus goes direct by November 16th. So there's going to be a lot of exploration when it comes to the idea of love. Some of us are going to be exploring new avenues of work, jobs, because that's what they're really saying right now. We're going to be exploring some new careers, and even though we're going to maybe not be the best time to make like bigger investments, because also Venus controls and works with love, relationships, and also finances. So we're going to be exploring ways by which we are bringing abundance into our lives. So maybe for some, unless you're fully guided by your intuition and you're guided by your guides, not to make like hasty investments or hasty moves between jobs, or times when you're really investing in a relationship, when you need to take your time and need to take more grounded steps into understanding this new reality. So we're going to be going deeper and deeper into this retrograde, and it's going to affect so many aspects of us. Scorpio itself, because Venus is retrograding in Scorpio. Scorpio is a sign that I feel, for me, it's a very underground kind of sign for me. That's how I see Scorpio. I see this intensity, this exploration, especially also of our sexuality, of our deeper intimacy, and what this intimacy has a connection with our own soul purpose, our own divine connection to our soul. If you recall, I've been talking a lot about the sexuality and about issues relating to sacred unions and sacred intimacies, especially since the month of July. This has been coming as a theme, and I feel with this Venus retrograde in the sign of Scorpio, this is going to be another theme that both energies, the feminine and the masculine energies, are going to be really exploring about themselves. So expect purging, expect pains of the past, especially connecting to these lower chakras, to our sacral chakra and our root chakras, to be really showing up. Things relating to sexual abuse, sexual misuse, past life connections to sexuality, and also limitations that we have as humans in connection to sexuality, whether it is from religion, from culture, from social programming. We are going to really explore this whole idea of our intimacy in a whole new light. Again, anything that we are exploring and anything that we are really diving into has to come from the idea of the soul, the idea of our sacredness of the spirit and sacredness of the body. So when we are going to be exploring any of these issues, and especially as we are working really hard on healing ourselves and connecting with our ascension energies right now, we are going to really look at things from the divine perspective. We're going to look at things from the purity of what it really means for us. So for those maybe who are going to be in need of exploring what their sexuality and what their intimacies really mean for them, this is going to be a great time to really take a step back and review how you see these things, and allow yourself to really purge if you have any connections to pains and to traumas connecting to these sides of you. We're also connecting with past life traumas connecting to how we view love, the love that we have for another, whether it is the love that you have for your twin flame, your divine masculine, divine feminine, whatever you are feeling at the moment is going to be explored. The idea of love itself for us, and how whether, you know, times we were having harmony and at times we were having disharmony and imbalance. And again, this sign of Libra and the sun being in Libra is going to allow us to see things that in the light of the balance. Where is our balance and what we need to bring balance and harmony? If we're doing something great and something good, we're going to see it. And if there's something that needs change and healing, we're also going to be able to see it. So so take your time to reconnect within, and spend more time understanding your own journey, because we're not all the same. We're not all in the same timeline. As you know, as souls, we are exploring things from all different perspectives, and we are here all to bring those perspectives into action and into healing. And all of us are pieces of a puzzle that we need to bring in what we're here for. So I pulled some cards. I felt today it would be really nice to enjoy the cards. So I'm gonna look first at the divine masculine energies and what divine masculine have been working on, and what is coming with the energy of the masculine in the month of October. The first card, let's see. The first card that our masculine is exploring is the idea of freedom. Is the energy of freedom. Let me just tap into that. I feel that our divine masculine, actually what is coming with it is that many of them are aspiring for freedom. Like they're starting to realize that many of them have been held back by limitations, by physical life, by literally with this card I feel there's someone in prison. As much as that person can actually, the door is pretty open, but it feels like someone has been physically imprisoned. And the divine masculines are going to be exploring this whole idea about their own imprisonment. I feel many of them are going to really be praying for help from above. They're looking for help. And even me personally, you know, because I get connected, you know, a lot of people connect with me from a lot, you know, around the world. I've been getting more communication from divine masculine energies, and it's interesting. This is the first card that came in because many of them are reaching out. They want to learn and they want the change. They want to understand things, and they're becoming more and more open to listening and more open to find who they truly are. And I feel with this card, like there's a dove here, and it's an expression of peace. It's, what does it mean? Like they need their own freedom because they want to have peace. They want to enjoy what peace is for them. But at the same time, these high walls around them need them to really break it. Like and many of them are trying to figure out what their sources of power, their sources of strength, and what really inspires them to become free. Interesting card for the masculine. The second card is compassion. The masculine energies, our divine masculine energies, they're seeking compassion. Let me ask what it means. Some of them are feeling that the people around them are not giving them any kind of compassion, that they are surrounded by such harsh energies that they are like begging, you know, in a way, in their own emotions, they're feeling the lack of compassion around them. And at the same time, I feel many of them are recognizing that compassion and that full understanding of their journey and that full understanding of their love and who they really are, like deep into their souls, that their divine feminine really were the ones who understood that, like saw them for who they truly are. They're looking back and like their world, you know, I feel a lot of sadness coming in with this divine masculine energies in the month of October, but they're feeling that the walls are really shrinking in. I feel them very suffocating. It's interesting with this card, like I feel someone is truly suffocating because there's a lot of lack of compassion around them, that they feel so alone and they're literally on the ground like the wounded warrior. Again, when we're going through the healing of the masculine, they're going into phases and they're going into times where they are really up a time and down at another time, because they have to go back and forth between being in high vibration, being in low vibration, because that's how they're going to be exploring different sides of them. And also it allows them to go into their shadow side and see things for what they are and what they really need to change and to really heal those traumatic experiences that they're going through. I feel some of them also are this idea of compassion. It's like not only that they're remembering their divine feminine and they're connecting with their divine feminine energies, their counterparts, their divine feminine twin or divine feminine partner. It's not only that they're remembering, having this nostalgia to that compassion, but also they are tapping more into their own essence of the divine feminine within them. This sense of compassion, that they're learning it, they're learning how to be compassionate. Again, when they're going to be compassionate, they have to learn how to be compassionate for themselves first before they're even able to give it to another. So they are going to focus on this idea of compassion. The next card is perception. This is such an interesting card because there are two sides of the story here. There are two pillars, and each pillar or each of the mask on a pillar represents a face. I feel for the divine masculine, their perception is going to get clearer and clearer about their lives. Like they literally can see things so clearly right now. It is it's not even funny how clear it is. Like, because the things that they were letting go before, the things that they didn't want to really see, or they know and they knew about it, they can feel it from their intuition. But when you acknowledge what you're really seeing, it's when you feel all the pain that comes with it. So they're starting to really see the true masks of people around them. There are good, happy masks, and there are bad masks. There are some people around them who represent their higher vibrations of love and harmony and unconditional love, and there are people around them that are also showing them the shadow side, or the side that they didn't really want to see of who they are. They're starting to see people's egos versus people's soul. So it's a lot of clarity that is coming in for them, and that's part of their sadness. They just said crying over spilt milk, which is part of them mourning things. They're mourning parts of their lives. They're mourning things that they have invested into. Again, if you remember, at the beginning of the video, I was talking about this Venus retrograde in relationships and looking into relationships and finances and investments. So they're looking at the things that they have spent their lives investing into. The people they have invested time, money, love, emotions. So they're looking into that, and the month of October will allow them, with this new moon coming in, is to start them on a new beginning where they are exploring all these different aspects that they have invested into. So it's like a time where they're going to see their bad investments, and a time they're going to see also their good investments. There are also some of them, I feel with this card, they're going to be making choice. There are choices to be made here, like literal decisions. They're going to be making decisions regarding relationships and partnerships of all sorts. I feel some of them are going to be reaching out for help from specific friends or from even their divine feminine. But the help that is going to be, when they're reaching out, it's not like they want you to give them a therapy session or anything like that, but it's just the quick interaction or that quick energy exchange with their divine feminine that will be enough for them. At the same time, if you're a divine feminine watching this video, if you feel totally guided that you need to reach out to your divine masculine, then reach out with a quick hi or hello, just a quick text or email, something like that. This might not be a message for everyone, but again, please see what resonates with you, because this is a collective energy. So I feel some of them is going to be we're going to be some exchanging of connections, of communication coming in, or you offering communication, because this is part of the things, the relationships being stirred up, people from the past coming, love relationships that with unfinished business also coming. So it might not be even your divine partner or your twin flame. It could be an old soulmate that are reaching out somehow to break their own cycle and finalize their cycles with you. So be open to what this really means. Sometimes this quick energetic exchange between two would be really enough. We don't need to, if whatever, be open to how this is coming, or how you are also going to be offering it for the divine masculine. Very interesting card. This feels like the Two of Wands, or where we have to make some choices. When it comes, I want to look into the divine feminine energy when it comes to the energies of healing, and then I'm going to look into the romance angel cards and another important theme when it comes to healing for the month of October. So for our divine feminine energy, the first card that is coming for the feminine is Shadow Self. So our own divine feminine energies, it's going to be a time when we are going to really revisit our shadow self. And what is our shadow self here means to us? It means that some of us and the divine feminine are going to be feeling more what their shadow self is, which is the things within us that either that we have kept repressed, or things in the past that we have worked on, but they're coming again to the surface to get this final closure with it. The word just came, good omens, with it. The idea of omens and signs and synchronicity from the universe. So the divine feminine energy is also going to be exploring a lot of syncs, and you might be contacted by like a lot of angel numbers, universal signs. So this idea of this new moon coming in to really the word trajectory into syncs and synchronicities with this universe. So for some of the divine feminine, they're going to be bombarded by messages from the universe, messages from your spirit guides, messages from, even it could be from your soul family, that are bringing to your attention things that your life purpose and your mission, also your connections and your relationships are going to be looking into. The second card for the divine feminine is Kindred Spirits. I feel this is a card about past life connections, past life relationships that are going to be coming to the forefront of the Divine Feminine right now. I feel soulmate connections are also going to be vibrant within the month of October. So pay attention to these energies coming in. These are, I feel also like twin flame energies. I feel like our Divine Feminine is going to do something in the month of October where it's going to transform its divine union with the twin flame. So with the twin flame energy, and if you're a divine partner, if you're with a high soulmate connection, I feel as a Divine Feminine energy, you're going to be some of the actions and the healings and the connections that are going to happen within the month of October is going to be like a huge dose of healing coming into your divine union, to your twin flame or to your divine partner connection. Like the idea, the butterfly here is a transformation. So it's going to be the a new energy and a new breath of fresh air. That's how they're really explaining. It's a breath of fresh air coming in to remove some stale energy from your connection. So focus on what you're exactly being guided to do and follow it. Follow your intuition with it. Be in a meditative state so you're able to receive. I feel something... I feel there's some actions that the Divine Feminine will need to take that maybe on the surface they wouldn't show that this is going to bring them closer to the union energy. And I want to show you a card also. It'll be really important. I feel is so connected to this one, the bottom of the deck. I understand now why this came. Because the Divine Feminine are going to be doing something amazing in the month of October that will bring more love into themselves and love into their divine union. And it might not be looking as exactly what you thought or what you expected. So be ready for something unexpected to come knocking on at your door, in your doorstep. There's an element of surprise coming in here for Divine Feminine. So be ready for it. I feel it's something that you may take a step back from and you wouldn't really understand what it means to you. But if you take your time, you're going to understand that it's going to be a great boost for your divine union. A very interesting card. The third card is protection. I want to say with this card, the first thing that came is Goddess Isis. The ancient Egyptian goddess is going to be offering a lot of protective energies for the Divine Feminine in the month of October. We're going to be definitely connecting with her energy to bring balance and to bring a lot of light into some of our ways we've been doing things. She's saying there's going to be grace, that the Divine Feminine are going to be called to be in energy of receptivity, energies of divine union, harmony into our homes and into our relationships that we need to bring in. She's urging the Divine Feminine to stay in balance and stay in faith, because as things might not be perceived exactly as expected, but once you look at things from the divine wisdom that comes behind it, you'll be able to understand why you're being at some points you might feel that you're being tested, but at others you're actually you're actually being rewarded. You're not being tested. She said, like, you need to remove the veil of how you see yourself and how you see things happening in your life. The veil here is your ego. Once you keep removing your ego and heal that ego, that veil will be removed and you're going to understand the blessings and the rewards that are actually coming in They might show up as a form of a test. This is how your ego is interpreting it, but it's actually a reward. She's saying divine feminine, for many have been working so hard, they're going to be rewarded with love, abundance of love, abundance of connections that nourish and fulfill their hearts, and bring much needed balance within the divine feminine energy. She's saying there's also going to be reveals of things that were unknown to you, but it's time for you to see things for what they truly are and why they've been hidden for a long time from you, or at the same time not just hidden, but were not clear to your eyes. So be in your divine energy of being a divine feminine. Don't hold back when you feel that you don't need to hold back. Don't resist the changes within your heart, and honor it at every step of the way. She's saying honor your divine feminine energy with what it means for you. And she's saying this is not just about women who are carrying the divine feminine, or men who are carrying the divine feminine. This is about also the divine masculine. This is the energy. When it comes to the feminine, this is what they're tapping into. She's actually connecting to what I said earlier with the divine masculine, that they are tapping more into the divine feminine, and she's trying to explain what that energy means. So there's strong emphasis to stay in balance, to stay in faith, to stay in divine intuition and divine flow, because things might not be the way you think they are, because you limit your beliefs and you limit the way you see things with, and perceptions of things with, your ego. Interesting card. The last card for the divine feminine is healing. So we're definitely getting a good dose. The divine feminine is getting a good dose of healing, but I feel this is about healing divine masculine, divine feminine connection. Your connection with your divine masculine energy. Back in August, around the 8/8 portal, one of the things that I personally worked for when it came to the collective energies as I was guided, especially when I was in the pyramids of Giza, was to open up divine feminine and divine masculine energies to each other. There was a lot of compassion, of course, healing the throat chakra, but also one of the things that the guys needed to, the energy that I had to download for the collective was to integrate the divine feminine and divine masculine energies within all of us. So there's a lot of healing coming in with that, and we're now starting to feel more the connection with this energy. So we're going to be looking again into feminine and divine masculine energies in connection with each other. The bottom of the deck that I wanted to focus on, and I feel this came in for both energies, is the Union card. I feel Union here is for both divine masculine and divine feminine. I feel it connects perfectly with this last card that I was just talking about. We are grounding more and more of the Union energy. And Union energy is an energy when you're feeling whole, but at the same time, you understand how connected you are to everything else. That you are into the oneness energy of this universe. See, when we're looking at the universe and the union energy, the universe represents union. It's a union energy because everything works together in absolute harmony. Even though, you know, we may not understand the wisdom behind everything, but it is a harmony that everything is in sync and everything's working together. This is our union energy. It's the oneness energy within us. We don't really feel that they are there and we are here. Even if you're connecting with your divine masculine, if you're a feminine connecting with a masculine and vice versa, you don't feel that you're separate from that person, because you're feeling that oneness energy becoming more and more integrated within yourself. You understand what the creation of this universe is based on. It's based on one soul that is really running in all of us. It's the soul of love. It's the divine sacredness of life that runs through all of us. So union is a theme also in October. That is us connecting more and more with this union energy. So we're going to be revisiting our connections with the union energy. Are we grounded in union energy, or we're still healing parts of that union energy? And it's going to be a work in progress. We're going to lay groundwork for it again in the month of October. We've been working with union energies maybe since May, or even before it. The energies have been coming more and more, and we're grounding bits and pieces of it. And I feel October will ground within us more of these union energies. Because once we feel in union, we feel connected, we feel embraced, and we feel harmony. I feel also a lot of chakras are going to be balancing out in the month of October, and we're going to be healing parts of our chakras. I feel definitely heart chakra opening up much more for both energies. So you're going to feel, you know, things in your chest. You may feel like suddenly you're overwhelmed with this chest area, and our hearts are going to be opening up, because we're going to be removing veils, and we're going to be able to see things without the veil. So our hearts have to be opened. So even if you feel upset about a certain situation, keep thinking in your mind that I have to open my heart to it. Because our instincts, our ego instincts, is when we get a situation that bothers us or upsets us, we tend to close our hearts even more and say, I need to close myself even more, because this is how I can protect myself. But when you are tapping into union energies, when you're tapping into ascension energies, you are going to realize that even as maybe a painful situation for you, the end result should be you being able to open your heart even more to things, to love yourself even more, and love that situation, and love the healing that is coming to you with the situation, and forgive people, and be in a compassion energy. When it comes to romance angels, for the divine masculine, the first card that came for them is engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level commitment. I feel many of the divine masculine are going to be feeling that they missed many things with their divine feminine. They missed courting their divine feminine. They missed being playful with their divine feminine. It's like they missed, there are things that they missed with their divine feminine. And it's like, again, this idea of nostalgia that I feel with this card coming in for the divine masculine is like they wish they could have done so much more with their divine feminine. They also, some of them really wish that they would turn back time and restart things over with the divine feminine. And maybe at that time they'll be able to offer their cup of love to the divine feminine. If they can do it all over again, that's how they're saying it. If I can do this all over again, I will do it so differently. They would have more appreciation and understanding of their divine feminine. This is like, for me, this feels like someone coming in with a cup of love that they want to do it all over again, and it's like they're saying, it's like they're showing me like someone giving breakfast in bed flowers and so much spoiling and pampering to the divine feminine. It's part of their nostalgia to this energy that they felt with when it comes to their divine feminine. The second card is forgiving and learning. It's a beautiful card. I haven't seen these cards. I'm just flipping them out, with you right now. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. I feel it's perfect with, what just came with the previous card, because usually engagement card means something totally different. But I feel this is like them feeling this nostalgia of things and regrets of the past, and they should have done things in a better way, in a different way. But it's part of them exploring the theme and the healing of forgiving to themselves, carrying the guilt that they carried, that it needs to be forgiven. They need to forgive themselves for what they did because it was guided by their souls. Even though in our 3D connection or the physical life, we look at things as if, and some of them we didn't really have a choice because our souls really are in control of all of it. How things flow and how destiny really moves with us. So they really have to go through this idea of forgiving themselves for the past and forgiving themselves for not doing the right things when they should have done the right things. Because this is part of them releasing that past so the new can come in. Because as they forgive, especially their connection with their divine feminine, then they're going to be able to let go of that pain and get into more space of union and love energy. And I feel also with this is forgiving themselves for their karmic connections. If they are in if this is like a third party or a karmic connection that they're currently in, they also need to forgive this relationship. If they are separating from their karmic connection, if they are still living with their karmic partner, married or boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever situation they're in, it's important for them to forgive this relationship because that relationship was important for them to make them who they are now. It is part of their learning process. The divine feminine, let's see what their cards are. The first card for the divine feminine is finances and careers. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. I feel that the divine feminine are being guided to re-examine their abundance, their finances, their careers. Again, with Venus retrograde, don't make any hasty decisions when it comes to money and finances and love. But I feel that some of it is them also feeling that they're enough with what they have, and even though like their life purpose and their missions are going on, they need to spend more time contemplating on their careers and their finances, their sources of income, money. I feel a sense of being grounded, being fully grounded, because it's affecting their love life. Are they grounded in what they're doing in this now moment or not? So I feel with this card, this is something that needs to be taking its time to be examined. It's not something that you can do really fast. Let's see what the second card is. Unrequited love. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Well, I'm getting multiple messages with this card. This is about not forgiving the past, but it's about letting go of past relationships, karmic relationship, letting go, healing the traumas of that past. I feel with this card like very much like someone got married to someone and then they got a divorce. and they're like, it's very similar to exact masculine energy, the idea that, you know, I shouldn't have done that, or I can't get rid of that person. That person is a constant in my life. But I feel with this is like you need to be able to detach from that old energy, holding on to the grudges, holding on to the pain, and holding on to that person, because you still have some attachment to that karmic connection, that relationship. So it's time to let it go once and for all. That really forgive and let go. And I feel also with the divine feminine is some of them are in relationships right now, or maybe contemplating relationships, or they're just dating someone because they just want to date someone. It's not really coming from their heart. But it's like, or maybe exploring this idea, I should be dating someone just to feel that I'm doing something, that I have love. Again, you may have unrequited love, but at the same time, if you have some, if you're in a connection or a relationship, a soulmate, or even with your twin, sometimes you have to do the effort, so it's not unrequited love. It's like love itself needs effort, and the effort that comes with love is to heal yourself. This is the effort that we need to be spending time with, not trying to mend things and fix things. It's not about fixing, you know, maybe I should just give that person, you know, more gifts, or maybe I should just do this for that person. It's not about that. It's not about the action in that sense, but it's about loving yourself and healing yourself so you become a better lover. This is for the feminine, to become better lovers. And you become a much better lover when you actually love yourself, feeling your divine energy as, whether you're a man or a woman, feeling that energy as divine. So again, I feel with this, it's a lot of exploration to this. They just said the standards of how, what are our standards for a lover? Why? Okay, so there's the message that I feel coming in also right now is, if you're connecting with your twin flame or your divine partner, and you're accepting something that is much less than what you're worthy of, then this is unrequited love. So examine the way you're connecting to your twin flame, examine the way you're connecting to your soulmate or your partner or your karmic partner, and see what are the things in that connection or that relationship that will make it unrequited love. Are you accepting lower standards just because? Or are you being mistreated by your partner and you're accepting it just because they carry the label that they're your twin? It's something I feel that the divine feminine energies really fall into that trap, that because someone is your twin flame, you tend to accept things from them that are not what you're really worth. Again, when we're working with these kinds of energies, when you're looking at the mirror of your twin, even if whatever they're doing, it's for you to examine yourself and see, are you taking what you feel worthy of, or you are really accepting things that are unworthy of you. So look into that, because our partners are showing us things about ourselves that we can't really see. But at the same time, we have to have this open mind, being in a sense of compassion and understanding that every relationship pretty much in our lives is a mirror to what we have inside us. So we have to heal our connection with love and really detach from what social media wants to show us and what wants us to believe about what true love is. The bottom of the deck, I feel it's just coming, you know, for both energies. So amazing. I usually don't have, I have the bottom of all decks. Like, I have to talk about this because it seems like this is a theme. And the bottom of the deck for the romance angels when it comes to love is release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So I feel that will be, you know, what happening with the masculine and the feminine. I don't need to explain too much about this card. there is karma that has to be released for both energies, and I feel this is exactly what needed to be set for both energies. It is what this connection is. I also felt guided to pull a couple of cards from the angels, because I feel also with the, some of the things that are coming to us with this month of October. And October, we are going to get into 10-10. October 10th is also, again, more balance. We're getting into more alignment with our life purpose, our souls, our timelines. So let's see what the angels wanted to say. Patience. Archangel Jophiel, your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. This is an overall message for both feminine and masculine energies, is that sometimes we want things impatiently because we don't understand what's going on. But the more patience is when we understand what is going on, the wisdom behind the time, the wisdom behind the experiences, the traumas, the events, the pains, that we have, that are coming into our lives. There's something coming with this card. Archangel Jophiel is saying that as much as the energies really can be deceiving right now, the more you believe in your dreams and what you understand, is like when it becomes your belief system, you wouldn't need to be patient. Like, you wouldn't need to say, I need to be patient, because it's like your sense of knowing will guide you, would really make you feel guided, and really make you feel that you're seeing things as clear as possible. I feel with this card also Archangel Jophiel is saying there are wishes coming true. Many wishes are coming true. So, and prayers. So if there's something that you, is a desire that you have in your heart, plant its seeds in this now moment. Don't just wait for something in the miraculous future to come in to bring you what you need. You have to plant a seed with it. And just be patient, in the sense that watch it grow. Don't judge and don't ask, when is my plant going to be in full bloom? Just acknowledge that it's growing, and acknowledge with gratitude that is, like, because what it's showing me is like a plant that today, the new leaf is coming. You planted a seed and just gradually starts to bloom and come, create, starts to grow into a stem, into leaves, into flowers. So they want you to, in each moment, look at what's changing, and that will give you the patience, because you're acknowledging the growth, you're acknowledging the evolution, and when you're doing that, that is really what makes things rapidly grow into your life. Because you're not constantly being bothered and worried about what's my end result, where's my end result, because when you keep thinking about the end result, you actually slow things down. So if you want things to keep moving forward for you, to bring forward dynamic and flowing energy, it's acknowledging each moment for what it is. It's like being more mindful of things. Like, have positive thoughts about what you're seeing today and say, this is great, I'm going along, it's like they're saying, keep watching how things grow, and don't overburden yourself by when is it going to happen. The full picture that you want to see, because it's happening in this now moment. It's not in the future, it is happening in this now. I got another card also. Counselor, Archangel Azrael. You're a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. it's one of the archangels that I love working with, especially because, you know, I have mediumship as well in me. So, but Archangel Ezra also helps bring us comfort, um, comfort that we are part of a much bigger picture, that we are connected to the souls that maybe have passed, you know, from our ancestral lines, but also that we are also one with other souls. And I feel with this card is that many of twin flames, many star seeds, many light workers are being fully activated to release energies of the past and the programming of the past, because the world really needs more positive people and more light energy, because we're ascending. There's the shifts need us to be at our most brilliant self. And if you look at this card, this is like someone in a physical, but also from the back. I don't know if it's going to be clear, but this is our souls. This is the light that we can really bring in. So many of you are going to be understanding that they are connecting with parts of their souls, with soul family, with ancestral lines, and we are healing our bloodlines. I feel also with timelines that many are going, of course, again, we're not all on the same timelines, but if you've been doing so much work and you're bringing more harmony and peace into your life, then you're going to be tapping into much faster timelines and much higher vibration timelines, into dimensions that you've never really seen before. So honor yourself and allow yourself to expand with these energies. Don't limit yourself, because when we say I can't do this or I can't do that, then we are limiting our beliefs. And even though at times we are we're healing and we're purging, and if you're going through time when you're healing something important for you, honor yourself going through it, and don't be harsh on yourself. If you need to take a step back from your friends or your family or your co-workers, just be open about it and be honest. And we've been working on clearing our throat chakra, because this is how we speak our truth and be in our truth. So keep clearing your energy. And again, when we're clearing energy, if we are the energy that we're sending out to the universe or to people in our lives, if that energy is an energy, whether it's anger, it's jealousy, it's fear, it's disbelief, impatience, whatever energy you're sending out to an individual, if you have a relationship that is not of harmony, whatever energy you're sending to that relationship is the energy that's going to be coming back to you. So as you heal things and as you purge things from the deepness within you, always remember that we have to bring love into the situation, and we're learning unconditional love. We are exploring unconditional love. We're expanding into unconditional love. This is the energy of the oneness and the sacredness of this universe. And remember that your twin flame connection, especially for twin flames, and I feel this is for them, is if your connection to your twin is not inspiring you to become the most amazing light version of yourself, then that connection is not being used to its full potential. You're being given a chance to ascend and a chance to let go and detach, but detaching with love and not with disharmony. Become one with the energies of union, and become one with the energies of balance, and the energies of uniqueness, because you become unique in your own self. And your uniqueness will allow you to appreciate uniqueness in others as well. The world is a very interesting place for us. Everything around us, the social media, the news, the events, want to bring this harmony into our hearts and really divert us from unconditional love, because they want us to be angry at this person and angry at that person, or they divert us from the truth within us by so many things and all these stirring of the pot of news that don't really mean anything, and they keep us into the fear mode, or they keep us like playing us against each other. So understand that each person comes with a journey that is theirs, and each person comes with gifts that are theirs. So don't feel that when someone else is doing something better than you, that you are less than them. We all have our unique gifts, our unique journeys, our unique and amazing souls, and we are one with this energy of uniqueness. So really, I feel October is our month of uniqueness, and as hard as things are going to be showing us, up for us, and if we're going to be examining things, remember that you are unique in who you are, and you are an amazing being, an amazing soul at the end. So keep finding that uniqueness and keep inspiring yourself with passion to bring that uniqueness out to the open, so it's open and it's not closed, and we're not hiding from who we really are, becoming our truth and becoming our authentic self and becoming amazing divine feminine and masculine energies. I want to send you love at the end of this video, and I hope if any of my videos have inspired you in any chance, have given you a message that you've been waiting for, I really ask you to make a donation. It's not about my channel, but if you're getting a message from the divine that really blesses your heart today with my video, then consider donating to a nonprofit of your choosing, donating to help alleviate some depressions and worries of people from around the world. If you go to my website, Soul Speak, there is a link I have for Save the Children. It's a nonprofit organization that is very dear to my heart. I've actually worked for Save the Children back when I was in Egypt, so I feel very strongly for them, and it's my personal feeling. I'm not affiliated with them anymore, but if you get a chance to donate to Save the Children or donating to any nonprofit of your choosing, this will be an amazing balance that you're giving me and you're giving the universe, because the universe is giving you a gift. If you're getting something out of my video that will help you heal your heart, help you heal yourself, and bring a blessing to you, then return the favor and bless someone else with something that will be unique to them and will bring this world into a much better harmony and love. This is how this universe is all about, the give and take and that equal balance of energies between all of us. I thank you again for watching my videos and for spending time with me. I want to thank a lot of my clients also for referring their friends or their family coming to me. It is a true blessing that I see some amazing souls and people who are working diligently to improve themselves, improve their lives, and to bring a positive, amazing light change into this world. Please connect with me also over my Facebook group page, Soul Speak. I post things there, and I post messages that come to me throughout the month. I try to do videos as much as I can, but sometimes my videos can bring so much information that I don't need to do anymore throughout the month, and I can only bring quick messages because they take a lot of my time, and my time has been taking, spend more time with my clients, with my readings and my healing sessions. For any private readings, please connect with me through my website, soulspeak.com. And if you need to connect with me personally, please leave me a comment and connect with me through my Facebook as well if you have specific questions. I send you love and I send you blessings. Have an amazing month of October.